And in today's video, I want to give you a brief introduction into my person, into what I do, and yeah, just for you guys to get to know me, because a lot of you students, follow of the channel, are my clients. I'm helping you guys to study medicine abroad, to study medicine in different countries in Europe. And I think in today's video, it would be nice to introduce myself a little bit more personally, because sometimes these things are getting a little bit lost or behind, because there's so much to plan, so much to discuss when you go with my help to study medicine abroad, that sometimes there is not enough time to get to know me so much in depth. So in today's video, I will give you a brief overview over my life and what I've done in the past, and what are my accomplishments, what path did I go, and why did I end up here with this company helping international students to study medicine abroad and healthcare professionals from different countries around the world to migrate to Germany. So let me explain you a little bit about where I'm from, and I think it would be quite a good idea to show you where I'm actually from. So let me briefly share with you guys here the screen, and I will show you the place I'm exactly from on Google Maps. So I'm from a tiny village in the south of Germany. It's not called village. It's big enough. It's 10,000 inhabitants. And it's the place where the Rittersport chocolate, Rittersport, you might know it, comes from. So if you have a Rittersport chocolate and you're sitting maybe in India or in another country, just look on the back and there's a name of a small village where the chocolate is made in. And I'm from that village. And yeah, indeed, sometimes that city, that small city, 10,000 inhabitants, smells like nougat chocolate. But it also sometimes smells like soap, because there's a huge soap factory that's also famous. So you have those two. So if you go in the card, I'm literally grown up here. I went to Tübingen, very beautiful city. That was where I went to school. And yeah, actually, my school was right on this part, like this tree, and then behind that tree, there's another piece of river, and then there's my school. And this is where I went to school. And then after that, I studied law in Freiburg im Breisgau. And when I studied law in Freiburg im Breisgau, I was very unhappy with my career and decided, hey, you know what? I don't like to fight all the time. I want to help people. And I decided to study and continue my all time, all favorite dream, to become a dentist. I didn't have the opportunity to study as a dentist because the seats are very limited. For each university of 40 seats, and only the best of the best in high school get actually in. And my high school grades were like good, but not perfect. And as I studied something before, also I had more difficult routes to go into the study program for the application process. And then I said, hey, I will not give up. I will go to study medicine abroad. And I ended up to go to Sofia, Bulgaria, because it was for us, the European Union citizens, it's a relatively cheap place to study. So it's cheaper than Slovakia, cheaper than Hungary, cheaper than if you calculate all the costs, cheaper than Romania, because Romania has higher living costs. It's cheaper than Belgium and many other options like Czech Republic. So I came to study here, a country that I've never seen before 7 years ago, and that was completely foreign to me. I've never met a Bulgarian, or never really met a Bulgarian. I have never been to that country. I have a dad, he's from Izmir originally, but since he's 18, he lives in Germany. He came as to study engineering to Germany. So I had the experience that, okay, someone in my family did the same thing. He was born in Turkey. He came to study to become an engineer in Germany. So I knew, okay, this is a path that is worth taking, because it turned out really well for my dad. He has a successful company in Germany as an engineer, and he had a lot of success that he wouldn't have had in Turkey. So I learned, okay, this is a thing that makes sense, that can make sense. So I studied 6 years here. And now I live as a dentist in Marburg, which is another city I will briefly show you. Marburg. So that's where I'm located right now. So it's here, it's close to Frankfurt. And yeah, now I have also a company. The company is helping international students to study medicine abroad and German students to study medicine abroad and then return to Germany. Also helping solving the healthcare human resource crisis. So we have not enough doctors, not enough nurses, and this is becoming a bigger and bigger problem every year. I'm helping international doctors to match them to German hospitals and German hospitals to get talent from abroad. So that's what my company does. I have a full-time employee in Serbia, a full-time colleague there that is taking care of the students in Serbia. I work with different countries, Bulgaria, Slovakia, Romania. So different countries, different routes. A lot of foreign doctors from Kosovo, from Serbia, from Bulgaria, from North Cyprus, from Turkey are coming with my help to Germany. I just wanted to get you this brief introduction into myself as a person. Why am I doing this? Well, I like to help people on a bigger scale, not only to treat individual patients. And in Germany right now, the biggest crisis we face is the human resource crisis. We literally have not enough people. So if you go to a restaurant, there will not be enough waiters. You will need to wait a long time for your food. If you go to the hospital, you might not get treatment because there are not enough doctors, not enough nurses. If you're an elderly person, not enough caretakers. So I'm trying to help this huge problem in my eyes. It's the biggest problem after the energy crisis that I, as a not being an engineer, can't solve. So I'm trying to face this huge labor shortage problem in Germany and tackle it and do my best to make this situation become a better situation, because there are enough people around the world that would love to come to Germany, but the bureaucratic hurdles, the language barrier is just too big, and this is a problem worth fixing. So that's what I do. That's who I am. Maybe you gained a little insight into me as a person. And yeah, if you're generally interested in those topics, subscribe to my channel, Study Medicine Abroad, Career as Healthcare Professional in Germany. And yeah, if you're interested, you can also book a free consultation over the link down below the video. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the